Today's video is about wheat. I realized that a lot of people don't know much about wheat. I stopped here a week ago. See that field behind me? When I was here a week ago, it was freshly harvested wheat. And their crop that they harvested was a big pile of straw that was piled up over there. And I got home, I had some beautiful pictures of it, and I started thinking about wheat and straw. And I thought, you know what? That might be an interesting video. So if you look right behind me now, you can see that this has been harvested. This was a beautiful green crop in May and June, and then in July it was mature and it turned yellow, the beautiful golden waving fields of wheat, but it's been harvested. Now it looks to me like there's another crop coming up underneath where all that was cut off. So before the winter comes, this farm will have another crop to harvest. If you ever go and get a drink at a fast food restaurant, they're going to give you a straw, and a straw is hollow, and you can drink from it. But the wheat straw, when they cut it, that is also hollow, and that is used for bedding for animals and many, many other uses. That's one of the great characteristics of straw, wheat straw. Wheat's an amazing plant. When they harvest it, they cut off the whole plant down near the ground, and the top part, they're going to separate the seeds out of that, and that's the wheat that they use for things like making bread. We eat wheat, but also the stalks are hollow, and those stalks have many uses on the farm. One of them is the bedding for the cattle and the horses. And another thing you can do with this straw is you can use it on your farm as a break for water coming down, and some gardeners will put bales of straw and plant the seeds right in there and have the plants coming right out of the straw bales. Humans have been harvesting wheat for centuries. Italy and the Romans, those guys were making stuff out of wheat for years and years, and they ended up making all kinds of cereal. But when I think about wheat, I think about Kansas, but all kinds of states are growing wheat. These wheat fields I'm showing you here are in Pennsylvania. If you look on the internet, you can find plans how to build a house out of straw bales. And that's pretty neat because it has a very high insulation value, and it's cheap and it's easy to work with. Now, the farm that I visited the other day, they were baling up that straw in the huge bales. These things are like, I don't know, 6 by 8 feet, something like that. Massive bales, and they had them stacked up very high, and I'm sure that's something that they made during the summer, and they'll be using it for the rest of the year. You may remember from your childhood the story about the 3 little pigs, and they built their houses. The first one built his house out of straw. The big bad wolf blew it down. The second one built his house out of sticks. The big bad wolf blew it down. The third one built it out of bricks. Anyhow, the point of that was that building a house out of straw is not a very good idea because it's too flimsy. But really, it is possible to build a house out of straw if you do it properly. Wheat's a very important part of our culture, and if you go to the grocery store and start looking around, many, many products have wheat in them, including the bread, the cereal, all different kind of fillers and desserts made with wheat. And the wheat grain has all different parts to it, and when I was a kid, I used to like to eat wheat germ. We got it in a jar, and it's supposed to be very healthy for you. And now recently people are complaining about the gluten making them sick. It doesn't affect me one bit, but I do understand that for some people the gluten is not a good thing to have. In America, we eat a lot of wheat. We eat wheat. All right, thanks a lot for watching my video, and why don't you do me a favor and subscribe.